G'day, and here's the third episode of the Sleeping Teeth Therapist. Now this is an interesting one because it relates to a lot of young people who get addicted to coke, and it also explains how coke is not very good for the teeth. But I want to show you now how if this pill can actually get rid of that. So have a listen. For the last 2 weeks, Roz has been having arguments with Brian Worrell, who was a Coca-Cola addict. And he has loads of cavities with some teeth rotting away. And despite her boss considering the pill will work for Brian, Rod says the teeth are pretty bad. His mum and dad, who he lived with, were prepared to pay as much as they want to fix his teeth. But if Brian doesn't give up or cut down on coke, there is not much that Roz can do. Anyway, she was starting to wonder what she can do, and then Brains came to her and said he has the resources to fix every one of Brian's teeth and keep doing so, whether he gives up coke or not. Roz wondered exactly how he can, bearing in mind, but still doesn't know how does it. She just prescribes the pill, and then she can't understand that, nor will her patients, that Brains said, send Brian to me. I fixed his teeth and keep fixing them. And Roz said, mate, you haven't seen them yet. You don't know if it will cure him. And Brains said, well, yeah, but when I was alive, I drank too much coke too. Maybe that is what killed me. I don't know. And it was drinking coke was the reason that I had to be the Sky's official dentist. And please send him to me. So the next day, Roz went into work, and her first patient was Brian. And she discussed the pill option with him. And Brian was saying he heard this on television, and yes, he will be willing to give this a try. It will be cool, he thought. And he took the pill home, and when his parents first knew about the pill, they went over to Ross's surgery very angrily, saying, how can a pill do this? And she argued with reception for 15 minutes before Ross came out to try and explain to Brian's mother. And of course, she knew nothing about how this works. And Ross figured out that it sounded too unrealistic to tell the truth, and ended up saying, just trust me on this. It's his only option. His teeth are too rotten to save, and there are a lot of chemicals in this pill to work for your son Brian. I am sorry, but Brian's teeth got really bad. Brian's mother left the dentist very angrily. Not really at Roz, because it's not her fault that her son drinks too much Coca-Cola. She wants her son to try harder to look after teeth more, because she believed in being healthy the natural way. And it's hard to see a son who needs a stupid pill to completely clean his teeth. But when she got home, she went into Brian's room, and Brian was fast asleep. And it was unusual because he never sleeps during the day. But what happened was Brian took one tablet, and at this moment, Brains was operating on his teeth in the sky. This was hard to do because when Roz explained it, she made it sound better than it actually was. And Brains had to ask Brian for another pill. Luckily, the pill was by his bed, so his mum doesn't see him popping pills. And when he did that, Brains operated a bit more, and this was hard for him. But after 3 more pills, Brains managed to fix Brian's mouth, but said these pills will make you drowsy, so don't rush out of bed to check them. You could fall, and we don't want your mum thinking you're a drug addict. And Brian, if you don't want me to repeat the procedure, Stop drinking Coca-Cola because the amount of pills you had tonight could kill you if you have too many. I really made this pill for people to have dental care without the big bill. So I know that no one's perfect, but you shouldn't drink too much Coke. Later that day, Brian woke up and had a look at his teeth, and by jingle, by jangle, by crikey, his mouth was completely healed. And Brian showed his mum, and she was a bit worried when he had to take 5 pills, but she liked the result, and then said to Brian, please give up Coke, and you might go back to Roz and be healthy as you look after yourself. Roz and Brains started to enjoy their partnership, and Brains told Roz to make sure she explains the dangers of drinking Coke does to teeth. And Roz said it will be her pleasure as soon as she has hung up on her very angry mother of Brian. Yes, another person's teeth was repaired by the sleeping teeth therapist. Yeah, this sleeping teeth therapist, it'd work wonders if we had it in the real world, wouldn't it? Particularly if you can even repair teeth from the damages of Coca-Cola. Well, it's always another one to be put on the drawing board, mate.